Xi Jinping is now visibly rattled. Whispers abound because a series of lightning developments swirling around Venezuela are seen as appending Beijing's calculations at their core. China's special envoy, Chu Xiaoyi, embraced Maduro at Caracas's Miraflores Palace, pledging an eternal solidarity, unbowed by external pressures. Yet right after what spread was a shocking narrative, U.S. Special Forces storming in, detaining the Maduro couple, and airlifting them to America. Footage and accounts of street celebrations erupted, while an eerie frenzy boiled over in Chinese language online spaces. Whether fact or exaggeration aside, the key is the atmosphere. Many Chinese began expressing irony and a sense of release before fear or silence. This incident isn't just Venezuela's story, many commentators say. They invoke the grand frame of Axis collapse. In Iran, revolutionary flames rage, and regimes once deemed pro-China and pro-system waver worldwide. Nepal saw youth-led uprisings topple the system. Sri Lanka's debt fury forced the president to flee. Bangladesh erupted against Chinese influence. Indonesia's discontent swells, while Europe's Serbia sees anti-government demos flood the streets. This litany assembles one message: the Chinese Communist Party is losing reliable allies. The tale traces back to Maduro's own provocation. From Miraflores Palace came defiant statements, taunting America with "come if you dare," scenes allegedly released by the White House as old footage. Show him waving arms emotionally, provoking the U.S. so it's told. But the result was the opposite. America really came. The plot continues. The spread timeline goes like this. Early January 3, 2026. Explosions echoed in Caracas. Then U.S. Special Forces deployed in the capital, detaining the Maduro couple for escort to America. Trump posted the arrest on SNS, Truth Social. That's how the story links. Crowds poured out in jubilation, cheering the dictator's fall. Military analysts praised avoiding prolonged ground war by neutralizing the regime swiftly, calling it a pot-and deterrent for authoritarian systems, including the CCP. So it goes. This blitz gained symbolism from another inserted element. That's Zhu Zhao's visit. On January 2nd, Zhu arrived in Venezuela, meeting Maduro at Miraflores to reaffirm strategic partnership and stress solidarity against outside pressure. Thus, right after Beijing's backing, the regime crumbled. A picture-perfect irony. Here, narrators claim, Trump struck enemies on two fronts, Iran and Venezuela, simultaneous pressure on two anti-U.S. axes. Further background. America recently ramped up military pressure and new sanctions on Venezuela. Focus on international drug trades, corruption scandals, and sanctions on regime insiders. Given these, Maduro was a vital friend to the Chinese Communist Party. Venezuela joined Belt and Road in 2018, with multiple Latin American nations following that year alone. It became a key recipient of Chinese investment, deeply tied in oil especially. Debts to Chinese state firms exceed $60 billion, it said. BRICS membership applied for but pending, with Brazil showing reluctance. Such details add on. Then in 2023, upgraded to all-weather strategic partnership. In May 2025 Moscow talks, they dubbed ties Iron Friendship, emphasizing long-term vision and strategic depth. The narrative flows. On November 23, 2025, Maduro's birthday, Xi Jinping sent a letter condemning U.S. interference and supporting sovereignty. It's told. Atop this long buildup sits the geopolitical explanation. Venezuela holds vast oil reserves near the U.S. The CCP expanded influence in Latin America, using it as a forward base to check America. So Beijing staunchly backed Maduro for a decade. The logic goes. As past examples of coup talk, 2019 scenario is cited. Then, opposition leader Juan Guaido declared interim president, backed by over 50 nations. Military defections were expected with protest calls, but some officers flipped last minute. Media speculate. Chinese pressure played a role, it stated. Ultimately, with Russian and Chinese support, Maduro's regime survived several more years, It said, on how the U.S. views Chinese influence, Southcom commander's remarks are quoted. The CCP infiltrates the region, exports authoritarian models, extracts resources, builds dual-use infrastructure from ports to space. The warning's gist. Plus U.S. House Committee notes. China is the main customer and logistics hub for large-scale sanction evasion on Iranian and Venezuelan oil. In this context, China's once-favored slogan, same breath, same fate, takes on ironic new meanings. It's told. When detention videos and photos circulated, Chinese nets erupted in debate. Many posted half-jokingly, "Next, we want the same scene in China." Exploding political sarcasm. The depiction continues. Per Taiwanese analysts, America aims to oust CCP influence from South America, aligning with Trump-style Monroe Doctrine. The Americas are America's. Explanation adds. Then back to noodles and banners. People chowing, tie-severing noodles in cheer. Bold English-Chinese phrasing. Online birthed wordplays like "now toilet revolution," invoking past blank paper protests with comments like "one resist," tomorrow 2 or 3 inch circulating. It's told. Yet focus isn't personal attacks, but connecting to the party structure itself. From here, a chapter bundling pro-China regime destabilizations worldwide. Maduro's fall isn't isolated, but latest in a flow where pro-China governments crisis hit one after another. Closeness to Beijing draws not stability, but corruption, debt, discontent. The story. On Nepal. September 2025 depiction of pro-China regime collapse. Direct cause. Mimicking Chinese info control trying to regulate SNS. Explanation goes. Sri Lanka. 2022 mass protests cited. Debt crisis and fuel shortages. Exploding populace. Occupying presidential palace. Leader fleeing. Background. Belt and road debts. Hambantota ports. Debt trap. SY. Mbolai's deal. Narrative follows. Bangladesh. 2023 student movements expand. Questioning government legitimacy. Chinese funds / investments making the nation fragile. Told that way. Indonesia. 2 repeats. Same pattern. Pro-China coordination doesn't guarantee stability. Europe cites Serbia. Belt and Roads European Gateway. Regime exposed to long protests over election fraud suspicions. It stated. Thus, summarized in observers' words. Beijing exports not prosperity. Chains of corruption, debt, discontent. Fate decided by who you associate with. Next stage shifts to Middle East. Iran protests emphasized. Footage claiming voices in Isfahan cry regime collapse. Post-December 28, 2025. Clashes intensify. Government facility doors breached scenes circulate. Narrative. Security forces launch mass crackdown. And arrests but protests spread. Even monarchy restoration calls emerge. The plot. This Iran situation overlays Chinese net reactions. They are heroes. Spring is coming. As such words overflowed. Mocking CCP propaganda. Comments from through allies. Can't even fill a table emerged. It's empathy for Iran, yet also China's own pent-up frustrations. Told. Then January 1, 2026, Trump warns, if Iran authorities fire on peaceful protesters, we'll intervene. Truth Social post, White House official repost showing its government stance, not personal explanation. Within 24 hours after, Tehran key spots sealed footage spreads, some participants saying, Trump's message strengthened resolve, plus U.S. high-altitude drone spotted over Persian Gulf, adding info, see. Reading this time World Watch's impression. Meanwhile, CCP media calls protesters mobs, stressing police station attacks, vehicle destructions. But that template crumbled this time. Comments flooded with rebuttals. Not mobs, citizens. Who's the real mob? Retorts. Hid info so no reports till now. Sarcasm. Told. Here, story advances to why Iran resonates in China. Not ideology but shared recognition. Authoritarianism labeling opponents, forcing silence in stability's name. Chinese know it as their reality. Scare, silence, make forget, AE but no longer afraid, voices grow, psychological depiction placed. Then back to China domestic. China already entering abnormal phase. Party can't hide it, told. Major hospitals started public anti-riot drills. Not ceremony, but practical prep for domestic unrest, meaning. Beijing ramps up checkpoints, ID checks, subway, transfer hubs checks daily. Overpasses staffed with order maintainers. As controls normalize, social tensions visualize logic. Simultaneously, security phrase in other ways depicted. Small shops looted, eateries smashed, deliveries snatched, fires occur, explosions happen, handled as isolated but repetition forms pattern. Shattered glass, not mere damage, shows basic safety arrows. Told. Pressure strongest on society's bottom. Delivery riders, cleaners, migrant workers. Platform algorithms stretch labor, rewards stagnant, penalties rise. Minor admin rule changes like e-scooter regs erase daily pay. Chaining protests. December 2025. Rider protests in Sichuan, Hunan, Shenzhen, Shandong, it said. Scale small but frequency signals, narrative goes. Wage non-payments spread rapidly. Cleaners unpaid months gather at offices. Similar scenes appear days later in other provinces. Not company issues but local fiscal crises, explained. Under central model, locals drained for top political goals. Endpoints dry up. If can't pay street cleaners, stability promise hollow, logic. Religious clampdowns told. Mid-December 2025, Eastern Underground church raids, 1,000-scale police mobilized. Many detained, depiction. Charges vague, info sealed. Communities not fully party supervised seen as threats, political message shown. Online, more blatantly than recent years, coordination words fly, it said. Find movable people, prepare. Military vet tone posts emerge. China long heated pressure cooker. Safety valve near limit, metaphor repeats. Extension. Multiple megacities abruptly cancel 2026 New Year's events. Official reasons safety measures. But real fear crowds. Told. Regime fears domestic gatherings more than foreign threats, can't. Rast. Finally, structural weaknesses sorted. Zero COVID prolongation wrecked economy. Hollowed SMEs. Chipped trust. Recovery not full, exports slow. FDI flees not on costs but political risks. Private firms suffocate under regs, campaigns, growth. Engines dismantled for control. Internal purges weaken abilities, loyalty rewards, silence survival condition. Decisions rigid, closed, brittle, reactive. Result. Anger doesn't vanish. Accumulates. Unemployment rises. Wages delay. Faith bound. Anger lingers. Builds. Forming not single massive movement but chain reactions. Sporadic protests, local refusals, labor disputes, religious resistance, online calls. No central leader, sparks multiply. 2020 SIXS max risk not overnight collapse, but prolonged destabilization, conclusion. Capital outflows, local debts, clampdown amps, backlash swells. In such conditions, chaos spreads not as one boom, but countless embers. Ahead, hardline interventions or elite power struggles likely rise. Entry to more turbulent era, edge view placed. Then overseas commentators summarize China's 2025 in 4 characters. Chaos, shock, change, void. Upper chaos, ground shocks, opinion shifts, social hollowing. If 2025 exposed cracks, 2026 tests structural endurance. This tale shows that test sensation already underway. Water touch alone breaks, diver spec. Xiaomi phones turned walking bombs. Including EVs, Xiaomi products, all fakes, voices say. Lei Jun's fame crumbling, and China shrouded in fire demons. As buildings blaze one after another, CCP's first act, arrest rumor spreaders. CCP big tech's end. Baidu, Lenovo massive layoffs. First half alone, 1.5 million firms vanish. Power structure symbol. First Lady, Peng Liyuan faces dangers from where exactly? And actor Yu Mengning may be forced electronic anklet before death. That fact, not surprising. Reason. Water touch faults, diver watch. Xiaomi phones become walking bombs. Even EVs. All Xiaomi fakes. Lei Jun's rep collapsing. A blogger shared experience. Early this year, before Malaysia Sempurna diving trip, bought Xiaomi diver watch. Ads said, Pro Diving Instructors Association official cert. Withstands 40 m depth. First 3 days, 3 dives daily, no islands. Yui. But day 4, precipitant dive, found water inside device. Contacted customer center for refund. Ingress user fault. No refund or free repair. After long dispute, Xiaomi agreed repair but barred noting diving as fault cause on form. Video recording this released November 1st, spread rapidly online. Many users mocked, buying non-dive diver watch like non-cook rice cooker or non-rain umbrella. November 21st, Xiaomi official, video edited, misleading info, claimed product not dive design sports edition, but general watch S. But this excuse soon fell. Blogger released second video with Risay. PTS test data center call recordings proving indeed watch S sport. Also revealed Xiaomi legal demanded original delete. Feels tricked, appealed. Nanjing's Beijing strategy law firm announced plans sue Xiaomi false ads suspicion. Legal analysis. 10 ATM waterproof for handwash or light splashes, unfit swimming. Diving needs min 20 ATM, 40 m impossible. Blee. Yet Xiaomi adds heavily touted 40 m dive capability. Xiaomi devices issues not first. July 28th, Shaanxi user posted video. Year-old Xiaomi smartwatch suddenly ignites on desk. Leaves scorch. Bought for kid daily wear. Luckily not worn then. Not just smartwatches. July 31st, user posted Xiaomi phone explodes unannounced on sofa. No one near so no harm. But center contact. Xiaomi denied blame. Must have dropped damaged before. Plus March 24th, H. Henan Luoyang. Xiaomi phone indoor explode. Room engulfed flames. Interior gutted. Once avid Xiaomi user family, disappointed by post-incident support lack. Lost trust fully. Simultaneously, Xiaomi faces promo crisis in autos. Prime example SU7 Ultra carbon fiber hood issue. Over 100 owners believed Lei Jun's direct pitch real air ducts, track level performance. Paid 42,000 yuan each. But later revealed, carbon fiber only 2 ducts, rest standard aluminum alloy. Independent aero tests. Vent downforce change 0.001-ish, nearly meaningless. Owners demand fix Xiaomi refu. SES refund, escalates class action. November 20th, Nanjing Qinhuai District Court second hearing. Xiaomi legal submitted 84-page doc. Lei Jun statements no legal binding. Promo images, may be exaggerated, but disclaimers noted. On real air ducts, as false ad. Xiaomi, Lei deleted that phrase. Meanwhile, Haikou Milan District Court separate. Xiaomi dealer must return double deposit to SU7 Max buyer. Buyer paid reservation but no production schedule guide. Later pay balance in 7 days noti. See. Court ruled dealer terms violate good faith. Contradict Xiaomi official ad. Pay post-inspection. Beyond cars/watches, users complain whole Xiaomi smart home ecosystem. Sensors, kitchen appliances, TVs, even fridges fail in years. Center just parrots. Record, pass to department. Amid swelling discontent, Xiaomi stock down 30% in 2 months. Lei Jun SNS comments flooded by once-fan critiques. China shrouded in fire demons. As buildings burn successively, CCP's first response, arrest rumor spreaders. December 9th pre-dawn, Ho-Hot high-rise plaza major fire, spread first to roof. Sparks fly. Burning debris ceaseless fall evoked November 26th Hong Kong blaze horror. Chinese media. Fire from post-midnight first floor BB. Q shop. Most residents asleep. Evacuation failed. Posted videos show survivors shiver in cold wind. Watch homes burn. Overnight, many families homeless. Ho-Hote police. Extinguished 3:26 a.m. Deaths only one. But citizens doubt all asleep time, only one death impossible. Commentators point Chinese gov chronic opacity. Disaster cover instinct recalls Haydn. COVID outbreak. Silencing whistleblower Dr. Li Wenliang. Same day, Guangdong Shantou major fire. Site videos. Flames spout 3 first-floor stores. Big boom with black smoke to building top. By December 10th morn, deaths up 12. 4-story building residences over stores. All windows barred, grills, escape near impossible. Origin likely hardware store stocking mass flammables like hydraulic/motor oils. Building owner's daughter. Victim's parents? Grandma? Brother? Nephew. Kin, only one survived. Fires continue China-wide. December 7th pre-dawn. Old Village fireworks warehouse fire chain explodes. 1,500 SQM smoke covered. December 8th to 9th reports Guangxi, Anhui, Shenzhen, Shanghai Minhang fires. Shenzhen, high. Rise exterior exhaust duct fire runs. Terrifies residents. Hong Kong. November 26th blaze anger unabated. December 9th police confirm 160 dead. 6 missing. But many families believe actual deaths more. Official tally only ID'd bodies. Possible victims no kin to report. Ms. Singh. HK authorities mobilize NAT-SEC law arrest disaster response critics. December 6th. 71 years old man arrested. Inciting gov criticism. Say show mainland support time. NAT-SEC chief claims. Distorted rescue efforts. November 29th. Petition organizer detained for truth-seeking. Ex-legislator Jiang Jiangwen. Aid distributing female volunteer same charges arrested. HK Chinese U Student Union Memorial banner promptly removed. By school. China mainland big fires accompany censorship. Blame dodge. 2024 Hunan dorm fire killed 13 pupils. Exposed grave violations. High flammable polyurethane foam walls/ceilings. 6MO expired extinguishers. Rusted clogged sprinklers. Manual mode left alarms. Plus iron window bars block escape. Sole emergency exit sealed. Gov promise thorough probe. But 2 years no official results. Bereaved don't know W. 8 told, turned away. Chinese media reported December 8th bereaved force sign settlements. Managers threatened deduct 100,000 yuan per day for delay. Refuse show kids' bodies till sign. Furious blogger wrote, never heard place hostages. Kids' bodies threaten parents. Kids just opened eyes to world. Yet even dead must meet conditions. Commentators say assume Chinese Communist Party changed after driving tens millions to death wrong. CCP forcing pandemic extreme lockdowns still operates authoritarian mindset. From 1994 Karamay Fur. 2022 Urumqi fire where barriers hindered rescue, to today's HK crackdowns. These starkly show CCP's tenaciously guarded high-pressure totalitarian rule model. CCP big tech's end. Baidu, Lenovo massive layoffs. First half alone 1.5M firms vanish. Recently, Baidu did largest cuts since 2018. Possibly 30% all staff affected. Newbies to veterans. Even days/weeks post-hire fired. Reason simple. Baidu faces severe cash crunch. Comp based on year's N+1 to N+3.5 level, but handling sparked strong backlash. HR avoided layoff. Ordered call voluntary resignation. Many staff criticized expression arrogant, deeply wounding. Q3, Baidu 11.2 billion yuan, 2.2 T1, net loss. Core search biz rapidly weakening. Once 80% revenue mobile ecosystem group now down 30 to 40%. Game distro etc. small depths online ad rev minus 18% QOQ. Users shift NFO to Douyin, WeChat, Xiaohongshu, eroding traditional search model. Baidu poured huge AI investments since 2010, but results fall short. Flagship AI Wanxinian, ErnieBot. Monthly actives 10M stuck, pressured by rivals/newcomers. rushing short-term wins, lacking. Deep tech buildup, AI strategy still unsettled. Lenovo shocked job market. Shanghai ISG department cuts stunned industry. Department handles data centers, servers, storage, edge computing, seen key long-term project. Plus right after strong finances report Ma. Jor cuts suggest real pressures behind AI/enterprise infra shifts. Entering 2025, China tech alone already 100K plus cuts logged. Alibaba slashed greater than 50% from 2022 peak, 250K to 124K. Baidu 21% down since 2021. ByteDance fired thousands games/edtech. Huawei cut thousands. Cloud etc. JD.com 15K logistics/EC ops cuts. Stock plunged 80%. Big firms prioritize AI hires, claim 50% talent demand up, but far from filling cut scales. Foreign capital exodus acceleration spreads wave beyond tech to manufacturing, pharma, new energy etc. Middle class plunge one most dangerous signals. Consumption cools, spending cuts, debt avoidance, long plans ditched rise. Many mid-agers push to low-barrier fields like delivery, rideshare, courier. Live commerce, competition spikes, income crashes. 2025, economic tsunami year. Many legal pros believe. Even giant techs can't endure, so ordinary workers, how protect selves in this recession? That's now most urgent question. Power structure symbolism. First Lady Peng Liyuan faces dangers from where? In Chinese Communist Party top power structure, First Lady role always cautious, hard to grasp. But entering 2025, Xi Jinping wife Peng Liyuan public activities sharply drop, sparking domestic/foreign speculation. Even during Xi's ASEAN, Russia, Central Asia tours, Peng barely appeared, clear contrast to usual. Such changes place her in more complex political spot in authoritarian system, even Evo. King doubts, entered Jiang Qing's orbit?